beginning of MTV in 1981, been trying to engage young people in the issues they care about, in part for selfish reasons, that is to give them a sense of ownership over the network if we're covering what they care about. In 1992, our Choose or Lose campaign was launched, and that is our youth-focused election coverage. Choose or Lose, having launched, was an innovation in and of itself, you know, this kind of youth-centric election coverage. And every 4 years, we've tried to do something new to engage our audience in election coverage and in national politics and social issues. And so this year, we thought, well, how will we innovate in 08? One is that we wanted to provide this real-time access to candidates. What we did was we actually had these interactive candidate dialogues where there was a single candidate, our audience had an hour with them, and we had a live audience, but we also had these Flechter graphics online where there was real-time polling. So as soon as a candidate would answer a question, a graphic like this with choices would pop up, and they'd say, what did you think of McCain's answer on healthcare? And there would be 4 choices, and our audience would be plugging their answer in, and then the moderator would say, you know, John McCain, our audience just said, that answer stinks. You know, you kind of have to respond to that. So it's been a new way of approaching presidential dialogues using multimedia, graphics, and again, real-time interaction with our audience. Second way is our multimedia activist community. Now this is a social networking site. It's called think.mtv.com, but it's all around youth activism. It's really a way for young people to publish, well, to organize around issues they care about, and also to publish videos or blogs about these issues that they're so passionate about. The third main way is through the project that I am mainly responsible for, and this is our Street Team 08. The folks you see on screen here are 51 citizen journalists, one from every state and one from Washington, D.C., who we recruited to cover youth-related election issues in their state for the year leading up to the election. We brought them all to New York for a kind of a journalism boot camp, and they began reporting in January. And they are really being trained in a way for this new world that we keep talking about, because their reports are in form of blogs, vlogs, and traditional, what we call traditional video packages. This is our New York reporter, and she was at the Hillary party in New York right before Hillary was about to go on. So it's quite dark because she's up in the gallery, but you'll get the idea.
Okay, I think my favorite moment of the night so far was when a cameraman from one of the big networks came up to me and said,